Hi, I'm gonna show you how I do my makeup when I go to the beach boardwalk.
What if there's beach? You'll need someone who's a professional in that.
Because it's not really much, but it tends to stay on all day. And it's very minimal because when I usually do my makeup, I like to get a little glammed up. But if I'm just hanging out by the beach, near the water,
I'm the king of the world!
salty air going around, and then now that it's summer, you're also gonna be sweating. You don't wanna have a lot of makeup on, and then it's obvious once you start sweating it off because like the makeup starts running down your face, and when you go to blot it, like you're blotting chunks of foundation off, which I hate that. And it doesn't matter what brand of foundation you buy, I don't care what these influencers tell you, it's gonna come off when you're sweating. Like, it's okay for your makeup to come off. So got that out of the way. But if you're like me and you don't like the feeling of like being overheated plus heavy makeup, then this is the tutorial for you. You can just follow along with what I'm doing. You don't have to use the exact products that I'm using. You can find similar things because I ain't trying to sell you anything. If I ever do.
Yes, one bite and all your dreams will come true.
That's another topic for another day. But anyway, let's just get into the tutorial.
Okay, the first and most important step, make sure you put on some sunscreen. Then after that's set in, I take this Milk Hydro Grip primer and I gently pat it in the center of my face until it's slightly tacky to the touch. Now I'm going to apply this matte concealer in the center of my face like a highlight. I have it more concentrated in the center of my face and then I have it diffuse out because I don't want it to look super heavy. And if you notice, I don't put my concealer directly underneath my eye because that's where I have the most creases. And if you put a lot of product where you have a lot of creasing, then it's just gonna look like a cakey mess. And if it sets like that, then it's a little bit more difficult to salvage it. You wanna work in light layers, and as you can see over here, I'm starting to blend it out with a damp beauty blender just so it looks more pressed into the skin and not like it's sitting on top. And because the beauty blender does pick up a little bit of the concealer, I just go back over on some areas where I need a little bit more coverage. Next, I'm taking this cream bronzer and doing a slight little contour with it. It's not so perfect just because I want it to look like I've been out in the sun a little bit. As you can see, I've not mastered the nose contour yet, so we're just gonna have to keep blending that out. And as you can see here, I'm just taking an angled brush and brushing the bronzer. Whoa, okay, that was hard to say. I'm brushing it upwards to give myself a more lifted and youthful look. Yikes, I made that nose contour just a little too dark, so I'm literally just trying to swipe it away at this point. But then I go in with the beauty blender and just pat it all in, try to blend it out with some concealer and salvage it a little bit. Next, I'm placing some highlighter on the high points of my face and on the inner corner of my eye just to give this like cute little twinkle in the sun. I know it's kind of ridiculous because if you're sweating, you don't want to have highlight on your face that makes you look sweatier, but I don't know, I kind of like the look. You can totally skip this part, by the way, but yeah, I'm just blending that highlighter in with the beauty blender, trying to make it not look so intense. Now I'm gonna marry the highlight and the bronzer together using a cream blush, and I decided to make myself a clown for some reason, but I do go blend it out with a brush. This just gives you like a sun-kissed fresh look. Oh my gosh, I didn't even realize how ridiculous my facial expressions were when I was blending out the blush. Anyway, as you can see, I'm taking my time blending everything out because I just want it to look kind of seamless and like it's just my skin. Dude, why do I kind of look like Moana though? Next, I'm going to brush some brow gel through my eyebrows. This just tints my brows a little bit darker and keeps them in place. I kind of scrub the brush back and forth so that way it coats the strand on both sides. That way it lays the hair down a lot better. Next, I'm going to take an eyebrow pencil and fill in the areas that I want to have more shape to it. I don't know if that made sense, but basically I like a more arched eyebrow, and because the tail ends of my brows are slightly missing, thank you 90s, I have to fill them in a little bit. And I have no idea why, but if it wasn't obvious in the last tutorial, I take my time with my eyebrows, and I think it's just because the way I messed them up, especially during high school, was so bad that I'm like, no, you are my babies, I need to take care of you and treat you better. And it's kind of crazy because at one point I was drawing on my eyebrows so thick that I looked like that Muppet eagle, and it was so bad. I don't know what I was thinking, but now I just like the feathery light eyebrows. This part always looks so violent, but I'm curling my lashes and I'm actually not gonna do mascara this time. I will take a little bit of the brow gel and just wiggle it through the eyelashes just to get a little bit of tint, but especially if I'm going to the water, I just don't even bother, even if it is waterproof, just because it's gonna be a pain in the butt to get off. Lastly, I'm going to apply a tinted lip balm onto my lips, and this one is cool because it has SPF in it, and if you've ever had burnt lips, it is not fun, let me tell you. So by dabbing it in with my finger, it gives this like really cute diffused look, like I just bit into a popsicle, and then I do take some onto my nose and my eyelids just to give it some synergy. Also kind of makes it look like I was in the sun and got a little sunburnt, but it's a cute look. And now to lightly set everything in with a matte setting powder, I just kind of take this wherever I see shininess because you still want that glow. After I diffuse the powder everywhere, we are pretty much done and ready to go.
Okay, so this is the final look. You saw it at the beginning, so I don't know why I'm showing it to you again, but I guess it's because I need an outro because I can't just end the video on you like that. But yeah, make sure that you take your sunscreen with you, because I know like I'm very bad at reapplying sunscreen, but I mean like I hate that sunscreen is so expensive and it's like this big, like $20 for a bottle, like that's this size, and you want me to reapply it like every 2 hours? It's not gonna last me the whole day. Like how, why? So like I usually go for like a cheaper brand that has like a higher SPF. Like I think this one was like $8-9 at Target, which decent. And you know, and they tell you like, oh, don't apply body sunscreen to your face, and I'm like, what's the difference? Like it doesn't do anything. Like this one doesn't do, I'm not trying to sell you and not sponsored by this brand, but like it doesn't make a difference on my face. Like it's just sun protection. I don't.
One eternity later.
Anyway, I am going to go because I'm not actually heading out to the beach right now, but I do have like an exciting thing planned within the next couple of weeks. So if you guys catch it, you catch it. If you don't, I guess I'll see you next time. Bye.